Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 59, recorded in Kendy's box room. We do always slide into it like this, you know. You take your vape and I'm sitting here looking at you, bumbling on.
Sliding
into episode 59, folks. How are you getting on?
Sliding into next week. Woo! It sounds like someone on Instagram you're going to put up. Sliding into DMs and then it's a meme.
I was never fond of the way they call DMs.
DMs, yeah.
For some reason, I never liked the name.
Would you like PMs?
Yeah.
See, there's a history of those two. You're used to the PMs.
That's what I suppose. Maybe that's what it is. I grew up with PMs.
Yeah. See, a PM used to be used on the Facebook and then on different websites like adverts and all that. Yeah. Private message me.
Yeah.
If you would like to buy this product, why don't you send me a private message?
As opposed to a direct message.
Yeah, well, Instagram wanted to, they would go in no tay, no wash up. They say this message go directly to you. And how private it is depends on how private you want to keep it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because you could screenshot it and put it out, so it's no longer a private message.
I never really thought of it like that.
They said slide into me direct messages.
Or me DMs.
Yeah. Lesson 2 on social media conduct from Kendy is coming up on episode 60.
That's mighty.
We'll be back then. Come here, Ray. Will we get straight down into brass Kendys?
Yes, we might.
And tell people what's going on. Because it's going to have to make up the bulk of the next 3 weeks of our content.
You're going straight into it.
We need arse on seats, boy.
You don't want to announce it.
We need arse on seats.
If I announce it, or if you announce it, it's real. Yeah. Up to now, it's just been an irrational fear of mine for months. It's been something that's been lurking in the bottom of my consciousness.
Yeah, okay, well, we got to get it out there, Ray.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next live Kendy and Raybo podcast show.
Guess what night of the week it is?
A Wednesday.
We always do things on a Wednesday.
Just on a Wednesday, it's the only day we have off.
Yeah.
Listen up now. So Funny Comedy Festival is on in Sligo, beginning on the 2nd of October, finishing on the 6th or something.
Kendy, what is the So Funny Comedy Festival?
I'm so glad you asked me, Ray. That's such a great question. It's a comedy festival in Sligo, run by Brendan Tierney.
Right.
And there's loads of crack in it. The Fred Cooks is there. The Dave McSavages.
Are you sure Fred Cook is there?
I don't know.
I don't think he is.
Lovely. That's that one done.
He was just here. He was in the Hawksville there.
That's right. The Owen McColgans is there.
Owen McColgans is there.
Dermot
and the Mac.
The Dermots and McDaves. They're there.
Get all the names wrong.
Listen, you can find out all the tremendous events that are going on there.
Where is it on, Kendy?
It's on in Anderson's.
And what otherwise known as?
The Tremendous Event Centre at Sligo. For all your tremendous events.
But it's not just only on in Anderson's. The Dermot and the Daves are on I think they're on the Radisson.
Yeah, because they're too big for that.
They're too big for the Tremendous Event Centre.
Okay, we get it, everybody. Dermot and Dave are the best two-piece in Ireland.
But if you want to see a tribute to Dermot and Dave, you want to see Ireland's top premier #1 tribute to Dermot and Dave.
Yeah.
On the Wednesday night,
the 2nd of October,
we'll be doing our own very own tremendous event. Yeah, tremendous variety event.
It's called the Kendy Raybo Podcast Tremendous Variety Event.
Show.
I
don't know what he called it.
Extravaganza.
Yeah. Sensei is organising it, Brendan Tierney.
Yeah, we are doing a live show in Anderson's on the 2nd. What time is that?
8, I think.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
In Anderson's. Here's the thing. We need arse on seats, lads.
Yeah.
To show all the rest of these proper comedians that we are not a bunch of flutes.
It would be tremendous fun if we sold more tickets for our one than they did for the big dicks on the other nights.
Listen, here's the thing. Kendy Raybo, we ain't no comedians. We're just funny boys is all. Big difference between comedians and funny boys.
You did say, though, what in the name of Jesus is two lads doing at a comedy festival?
Yeah. I said, that sounds like a great idea. Thanks for booking us. We're not comedians.
No.
Yeah, which is a little bit ignorant in my head. But anyway, the great thing is, Ray, we won't be alone on the night. We will be surrounded by people who are.
Who are funny.
Yeah, who actually are funny.
Funny looking.
That's why it's called the Kendy and Raybo Tremendous Variety Event.
Because we'll have help.
And there's a variety of stuff going on. We might even have Jan Aidan Tierney.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be coming in doing a few impressions.
Tierney Talks.
Who else do we have? Buzzy might be there.
We're in talks with Buzzy.
We're in talks with Buzzy. He's on tour. He's actually, at the moment, he said he's gone way out. He's
doing a 12-night tour of Rooski.
He's doing a 12-night tour.
That particular week. Doing in the Rooski Stadium. There's a stadium up there. Something like 24,000 seater.
It's a
seater.
It's massive. That felt massive in Rooski.
Unbelievable thing.
So we might be onto him. He might be there. But there's loads. Who else is going? Who else is doing it? We don't know yet. We're trying to pretty much to confirm a couple of acts that will be coming in.
I'd like to get the mammies involved.
Yeah, maybe the mammies might be involved.
Yeah.
It's a variety of stuff, lads.
Going to try and ring Bintang.
Bintang might be there.
Try and get him on the phone.
You wouldn't know he could be there. The idea is we need arses on the seats, lads. How did they get tickets? True,
now,
so funny, is it?
Hold on now.
Go on.
This is the first time ever we're going to charge for anything.
Yeah,
this is a big moment.
You have to, because it's a festival, comedy festival.
We've gone with a big amount. We said
it's not us, by the way. We're not charging.
What do you mean we're not? We're charging.
We're booked by So Funny.
Yeah, we've to invoice them.
I don't want any money for this.
No.
Listen, it's £5 in on the if you want to get your Wilson Pickets,
plus a euro booking fee.
Plus probably your booking fee.
Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, you may not get to be Kendy Raybo.
But it's a fiver, and if there's 2 of you going, it's 2 fivers.
Yeah.
And if there's 3 of you going, it's 3 fivers.
3 fivers.
Plus booking fee.
How many is it if there's 4 people going, Ray?
It's 4 fivers plus booking fee. Plus fucking... I can't even...
fucking
plus fucking fee.
So, if you want to make the most of your fucking blee, then you may as well book a couple of tickets, because the fucking blee will be the same price for the 4 tickets.
We do want to make sure as well, now on this occasion, none of the money goes to charity.
No, I'm not giving... I'm blue in the face giving money to charity, man.
We're going to spend it all in a big fancy lighting rig.
Lovely.
That I'm adamant what I want.
Yeah, Ray has to have a big lighting rig.
Because I told you my story, that this is the way I seen the show going.
Yeah.
Now I want you folks to close your eyes at home. Close your eyes and just imagine this. You're sitting there in Anderson's tremendous event centre in a couple of weeks' time, 2nd of October, right? And the whole room goes dark. Right?
Oh, jeez.
Dramatic. Everybody's kind of panicking, going, Jesus, the lights have gone out, the power cut. No, it's not. Kendy.
Yeah.
And I can see you in a kind of in a nice black pant.
Oh, lovely.
Shiny black shoe.
Lovely.
Some sort of a kind of a real crisp white shirt.
Oh.
And suspenders. You look like a waiter.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Or possibly a vest.
A vest?
A vest.
A vest.
I can see you more in the vest. But you'd be sitting somewhere in the corner of the room and we'd have a tremendously big, like, white spotlight that'd just light you up and there'd be this sound. Yeah, where it just switches on, but it makes a big noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, as far as I was concerned, we didn't need to write or do anything further than that.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah. I figured that the show would roll from there.
This is what happened, right? Me and Ray are nervous about doing this show. Like we said, we're not comedians, all that kind of stuff. Ray rang me and said, yeah, we'll do it. I said, okay, what kind of stuff are we going to do? He said, I can see you getting hit with a spotlight at the start of the show.
Getting hit with a spotlight?
And I said, what happens after that? He said, I don't know. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, then we haven't written a show yet, Ray.
No, well, as far as I'm concerned, that's an improv show.
Yeah, but we're not. We don't do improv.
But we could.
We couldn't.
But we might be able for it.
There'd be boys that'd be... improv is the most awkward aspect of comedy. Improv is the avenue of comedy that I hope I would never ever have to go down if I became a professional comedian.
What do you think we do for 40 minutes every week?
Yeah, but this is an improv is conversation. Improv is like, give me a scenario. You're on a staircase in a hotel. Oh my God, I'm on a staircase in a hotel. Let's try and make that funny.
Okay.
But arse, that's not funny. That's awkward as shit.
I've seen some very, very good
I'll give you a scenario. You're a struggling comedian and you want to get off the improv. Improv comedy, man, is so awkward. It's shite. You've got all these flittery old Crusties, man, trying to make it funny. There's nothing worse than a flittery Crusty, man. Jesus. It will not be an improv.
We'll not be doing many more comedy festivals if you keep putting down the lads like that. Do you know? These are going to be our colleagues from now on.
Yeah, no,
could you be able to say now you've done a comedy festival?
Yeah, no, and I shouldn't be able to say that.
You've done the So Funny Comedy Festival.
I shouldn't be able to say that, man. I'm not a comedian.
Well, you won't be able to say that because no one will be speaking to you. Because you're after insulting the whole comedy.
No, I didn't. I mean, it's just an improv comedy,
sure,
guys.
Most people start the old improv.
Oh, it's awkward.
I got training in it.
Did you get trained in the improv?
I suppose I'm qualified.
Did they give you a scenario? Did they say,
they did.
Ray, you're on. Oh, that's so awkward. I'd be out the door. Hello, is my phone ringing?
Using my imagination. I was there.
Oh, that's shite. That's
anyway.
Ray's. I keep forgetting this. You alluded to a good point there.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's not a professional.
I have a cert at home saying I'm a trained comedian.
You got the FETAC level 4.
Yeah.
In comedy.
I did indeed.
You did the 8-week comedy course last year.
8-week comedy course last year and I did a comedy stand-up thing.
And are you going to go onto level 8, yeah?
What?
They do a level 8.
Do a masters in comedy.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, in
Become
NYG.
a comedy master.
Yeah.
No.
In NYG, you do a comedy master's course.
I know, that'd be great if you go to college and become... I suppose some fellas do.
Listen. The whole country was a comedy when I went to college.
Yeah.
But sure, I wouldn't be surprised if they came up with a course like that. Some of the courses you can get now in college.
True, performing arts and all that jazz.
And they're all doing the job out of them. Did I ever tell you this? You know, arts, like... You know, I have studied an arts degree before I changed up, right? And
what do you mean you changed up?
There's a friend of ours. It didn't work out for Kendy. There's a friend of ours, right, who was doing arts in Galway. Shout out to anyone doing arts in Galway, right?
Right.
I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. He was touch and go whether he was going to finish it or not. And he was kind of like, I'm not sure there's anything out of this course when I finished it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he was in having a Barry White, right, in the Jacks one day, right?
Yep.
And he was about to get the toilet paper to wipe his arse, and he looked over the toilet paper, and above the toilet paper holder it said, pull here for an arts degree. And he said, right, I'm dropping out of this. This isn't for me.
Some people do. Isn't that what teachers get? They get an arts degree, do they?
Yeah, and then you have to go on and study another 5 years then.
Yeah, true.
You know? It doesn't get you anywhere.
No, it doesn't, I suppose.
It's
Well,
all
it gets
a money
teaching.
racket.
It's teaching, in fairness. So yeah, it's a fiver a man or a lady, plus a euro booking fee.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this time we get money, but we're going to spend it on fancy lights.
Doesn't matter. Listen, the whole idea is you need to be sitting down. We need people there. We need to literally show people that, holy shit, that Kendy Raybo podcast, look at the crowd it's after drawing.
Yeah, but then you'll also get to hear an unedited version of it. Because we can't cut bits out at that point. Yeah.
You're dead right.
So their listenership will drop after that. Just like it did after Christmas.
But the thing is, it seriously will be a valuable show. We're working on some savage stuff for us.
Aye.
We're not going to tell you too much.
No.
Get in the door. It's going to be class crack.
Tell them where they can get it. TicketWeb.
There we go. So where do you find the tickets?
Ticketweb.ie.
Ticketweb.ie, ladies and gentlemen, and search the Kendy and Raybo, and you can get tickets to the live show on the 2nd of October. On top of that as well, if you're struggling to get tickets,
Or if you need a few pounds,
give us a shout, man. I have fivers galore. Listen, you can. There's probably going to be printed physical tickets. So if you're struggling, message us or whatever, and we'll tell you where you can get
So
the
if you
tickets.
haven't got an internet connection, or a credit card, you can come give us a cold hard cash.
Yeah. You can put £5, slip
There's
it
no
into,
booking fee in that.
slip it into my back pocket, man, and you'll be toasty. And have a good route around when you're in there as well.
There wouldn't be much space for a route around.
Have a field ski for yourself. You'd say, gee, that's some mutton. Huh? There's some mutton in that now, I tell you.
Mutton for the
Listen,
button.
so what? Say the website one more time, Ray.
Ticketweb.ie.
Ticketweb.ie
or So Funny Sligo.
Search So Funny Sligo. It's going to be on that too.
It'll probably be on that too.
It'll be on that too. So please get your arses out there and enjoy
long
yourselves.
now, lads.
No, this is literally 3 weeks away.
Yeah.
So let's fill it out.
Shy.
Right. All right, Ray, we open the beer? Get it down. Have a bit of crack?
Please. Have you got the bottle opener? Yes.
Wait, I'll try to lift it there.
To the hand.
Jesus Christ, I'm at the waste of it.
I'm surprised you still have that. Nicola hasn't borrowed it.
It's a bit slippery.
We are, of course, talking about the rather large accoutrement that I brought home from holidays.
Yeah, it's
Throw it over to me there.
Big old black Mickey. Here you go.
Give me the beers today are little something.
Yeah, we got a little something.
I bought it in. I always buy it in the old filling station at the Moor West.
Lovely.
They do have some very interesting beers, you know.
This is Lugany says little something. This is something ale.
Something ale, yeah.
Something ale. And there's a fine young one on Messi dressed like a German hooer. And
Can't say that. What are you doing?
What?
I'm drinking this now. It's lovely.
Anyway, let's get down to the business, Ray.
All right, we'll start off. Thanks, by the way, for bringing me for dinner earlier.
Oh yeah, myself and Ray went for dinner right before this, right? Yeah. I'm not lying to you, lads. He the most ignorant pig to go to dinner with, Ray McAndrew.
I bought you dinner.
He disgusted. Yeah, he paid for it, man, because he must have felt bad. We sat down for dinner in a local place called Fabrica's inside in town.
Yeah.
Ray watched TV on his phone for the entire hour that we were there. He didn't look at me once.
But I'm watching my programme.
What's the programme you're watching?
It was the Turkish show that I mentioned, alluded to earlier in the podcast a couple episodes back. It's called Ertugal. Resurrection.
So, you said that about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
How many episodes have you watched in 3
I'm
weeks?
on episode 114.
How long are the episodes?
46 minutes or so.
He has watched 114 episodes in 3 weeks.
Yep. It's addictive.
You're obsessed.
I'm absolutely obsessed. No, I don't watch all the episodes. I just skip past like the lovey-dovey bits.
Yeah, he skipped past them, shifted.
Anything to do with, women giving out to women, any of that sort of stuff. All I want to see is Baton's, sword fights, war, tactical movements.
But come here, while Ray was watching it, I could hear the dialogue. Or can I say the lack of dialogue in it?
Do you want to hear a little bit of it?
It was in Irish, first of all.
Not in Turkish.
It was in Irish.
Subtitles.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing. I can't watch it when I'm driving because of the subtitles on it.
You shouldn't be watching it when you're driving anyway.
Do you want to hear a little bit of it?
Yeah, there's nothing to wait and hear this.
Yeah, this is the little scene here now, and I haven't prepared this at all. This is just where I am in the show. So this is a little scene with the main man, Ertugal, who is basically, I said before, he is the father of the book that set up the Ottoman Empire.
Lovely.
Right?
Big Turkish head in them.
It's kind of, they're a nomad group. They live in tents.
Right.
They're abroad in Turkey.
Lovely.
I think it's marvellous, right?
Ray's loving this. Wait to hear this shite.
Wait to hear this now. See, does this work? just so you can get a flavour of it. So it's Ertugrul and his lovely wife, Halime Sultan. Lovely atmospheric music.
Kayalarla Dodurgalar bir olduk. Cenk'e gideriz Halime Sultan.
So he's basically telling her
Noyan itini
she's great.
kendi tuzağına düşüreceğiz.
And he's going to get the bad guy. She's apprehensive.
Ben Sungur Tekin derim Ertuğrul.
Yeah. What about your brother? Will he be around?
Sungur Tekin beyim sana haber etti.
The brother sent you a message.
Akşam kervansarayda seni
He
bekleyecek.
said he will wait for you in the caravanserai tonight.
Kanda da olsa
He said the
gelsin.
silence.
He told you should come no matter what. Oh,
He said the last row of the turf is ready to go.
and then it kind of atmospheric music, and it pans away to the woods. Now we're in the woods, lads, and now we're in the lair of the bad guy,
Oh Lord.
and the bad guy is called Noyan.
Annoying. He's annoying.
He is, in fairness.
Oh, you're very annoying.
Yeah, he's very, and he's got, yeah. So wait till I get the bit of this now. Hold on now. Wait now. Going to be a chat here.
Hazırız Noyan. Gidelim o vakit.
The boys are ready.
Oh, you ready to
Yeah,
go?
time to go. And then, yeah, that's basically it.
So that was the latest episode of Ross Naroon. And as you can hear, it's tremendous.
Will we leave that play on in the background so I can watch it? Yeah, he's reading the letter now.
Ray's going to watch a whole episode now of the show. I hope you're ready.
It's my program.
It's like a watch along. You can watch it at the same time as well. As
I'll keep you filled in on what's going to
no
happen.
bother at all.
Yeah, yeah. Noyan's thick now. He's annoyed.
Bir haber mi Noyan?
That's terrible.
That's awful shite. This is what Ray's watching all day.
Yeah.
And he was watching it when we came back here and had Tay in the house. He was watching it again, sitting down on the couch.
When I go to the toilet and work, I watch it.
What?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, mate.
Do you know-
Why you're obsessed with it, man? You love history.
I just love it.
Since
And I'd like to recommend it to any one of our listeners. If you'd like to try it and get inside the head of Raybo,
yeah.
you can watch Ertugrul Resurrection
And
on Netflix.
You'll understand a lot
then
of what happens in Ray's
I'd
heads.
really appreciate anyone that does take into this show and enjoys as much as I do. Can you please send us an owl? What do you call it? A DM?
You can slide into his direct messages.
You can slide into our direct messages and let me
Yeah.
know that you also appreciate it. Because the worst thing about this is I've no one to talk to about it.
Because no one else watches that
Like,
rubbish.
Yeah, because like with Game of Thrones, everybody was talking about it. Like, and I
Yeah.
didn't even watch it. But yeah.
Have you got to the episode yet where Biddy dies?
It's not Glen Rowe. He's not in it.
It's coming up at episode 160. Since you're giving everyone recommendations, Ray, I'm going to give one recommendation on a more serious note.
Your one will probably be better than my one.
Download audible.com.
This
Sign up for the free trial. Listen to West Cork, and it will blow the can clean off your shoulders.
Yeah, it's a little documentary about West Cork.
Yeah, it's about Sophie Tuscan de Kendy and the murder of her. It is, I'll tell you lads, it'll blow your mind.
You're enjoying it.
Have a listen and I'd say.
See, I told you I'm not into the big murder stuff.
I love the murderage stuff, man.
You love any sort of bait. And like that, the murder I'm into now is multiple murders.
Yeah.
Do you know where to be random Mongols getting killed all over the shop?
Yeah, I like serial killers.
You like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm doing FETAC level 4 in serial killing, so it's up at Ballinode College there. It's like, so I'm hoping to go for the arts degree in serials.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our recommendations for this week. I don't know if we meant to do that, but we did it anyway.
That's right.
So anything else, Ray, no?
I suppose we better get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it, sure. I suppose about time.
I suppose we might as well start with one of the things I might have alluded to in the last episode,
Right.
named Bintang.
Oh, Bintang.
Yeah.
Don't
So-
tell me he's still not gone.
He's gone, yeah.
He's not off our radar yet.
I mentioned a cure for a sty.
Oh, the stein in the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
want
the
to spit
cure
in your
was
own jaw.
fasted spit,
Yeah, rattan.
which was take a lump of saliva in the morning just as you wake up and rub it in your eye.
Yeah.
I happened to visit my local doctor. And by local, I mean the one down in Killala.
Right.
Because that's the one I go to, Dr. Joe.
Dr. Joe.
Dr. Joe's a fantastic man.
He knows his way around the medicines.
He absolutely knows his way around the medicines.
Right.
But I had a small problem in that when I was away in Bali, I managed to get a shard of glass stuck in my heel.
What?
Yeah.
Did you?
I was out the dance floor, I was dancing, glass broke into my heel, and I must have stood in it, and it was stuck up inside in it. Now, I knew there was something in it, and when I came home with the 12 pints on me, I did a little bit of my own surgery. So I went at it, and I thought I had it all out.
Ugh. Were you wearing shoes?
Well, I was wearing shoes. I wasn't wearing them old crusty flip-flops. No, I was wearing shoes. Everything was cool. But anyway, I didn't get it all out, so I had to go to Dr. Joe, and he had to get it out. Anytime you go into him, with anything wrong with you at all, he'll say, you wouldn't have got that in Portugal. You should have gone to Portugal. He's like an ad for the Portuguese tourist board.
So
And that, only myself and my sister Marie figured this out because I was telling Marie that I went down, and she says to me, "I'm going to ask you a strange question." I was like, "What's the strange question?" Did Dr. Joe perhaps tell you that you wouldn't have had this happen to you had you gone to Portugal on holidays? And I said, actually, he did. He said you wouldn't have got that in your shoe in Portugal.
why is he so obsessed with
But
Portugal?
Marie got the same crack.
Why is he so obsessed with Portugal?
Marie went down with some other holiday-related ailment, and said you wouldn't have got that in Portugal.
He's not a big world traveller. Like, he's like, in the 90s, the Irish had to go to Portugal, and that should have been enough.
Yeah.
Look, we found this place.
Yeah.
We filled it with Irish bars.
It's safe.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It has everything we need.
Why do you think all the criminals hang out there? It's safe.
Yeah, I know, yeah, it's a safe place.
Safe place to go.
I thought when you were saying Dr. Joe does the same thing to everyone in our family. That, like, you'd go in and you'd say, "Joe, man, I have enough pain in my head." They'd say, "Right, take off your pants there. We get to the bottom of what's going on."
Let's read the bottom.
Everybody, everything you go into, I think I broke my finger, Joe. Just take off your pants there and we'll have a look at it.
Big shout out to Joe. I know you like Portugal.
If
Well, look,
you,
he fixed
Ray,
me up anyway.
If you, just a thought popped into my head. If you were a gynecologist,
Uh-huh.
would you get sick of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you be,
Totally.
let's say you had a wife at home
Yeah.
and you've been
It would always remind you of work.
gynecologing all day, right?
Right.
You know, you've been looking into the deepest parts of
Yeah.
a lady. And would you come home and she'd be like, "Here, you know, I'm feeling a bit frisky here.
Mhm.
I'm after watching a couple of episodes and say yes to the dress."
Yes.
And it's got me going.
Right.
Would you be like, "If I have to look at another one of these
Mm.
things today, I'm going to get sick"?
The majority of gynecologists are actually the other way inclined.
What?
Something different when they get home then. No, they're not. I don't have any research
Yeah.
to prove that.
Are you trying
I'm sure it's like anything, like you don't see mechanics refusing to drive the car home. Do you know? Like, you know, a lad working in a garage all day working on cars. I go, do you know something? I'm sick of driving them yokes. I'm going to walk.
That's a good point, man. You
Yeah.
want to take a look at a gynecologist and see what kind of woman he has, because they're the best women then. Because a mechanic will always drive the best kind of car. You might say, that mechanic is driving a car that's 15 years old.
Right, yeah.
But he knows that has the best engine.
Yeah.
He's going, "I'm telling you, I'm driving the O3 Audi. It has the best engine going."
Okay.
So if you see a mechanic, if you see a gynecologist, look at the kind of woman he has.
But when you said the kind of woman, is it
Big,
do we-
small,
do we go?
tall,
Oh, so you're talking
wide.
about not
Yeah,
the name.
Which
so-
one has the best chassis? You know, does the oil filter, is the ticket over all right?
Okay.
That's not a bad. That's a good point.
That's a good point there.
So have a look at your local gynecologist, see who he's married to.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a fella, I'd say that's null and void. What I
That's
just
another
said.
recommendation there then so.
There we go. Have a
Oh.
look at your gynecologist, ladies.
Marvellous. So we've gone through we've
Thank God we got to the bottom of that.
Oh, and the reason I was bringing up that was because I did mention to Dr. Joe about my cure. I said, "Joe, wait till you hear this.
Right.
I have a cure for
yeah.
eye size."
Yeah.
And Joe says to me, "Go on." And I said, well, he told him to crack, spit, finger.
He said, "I can't sell that. Can't bottle that."
That's what he said. He said straight up, he said, "Ray, I love you, but I can't. If I recommended that to someone
Yeah.
coming in off the street, I would lose my medical license."
Yeah, sure, you can't.
Yeah, and he said the chemist down the road won't be thanking me either.
Yeah.
Because they'd be sending everyone home past the chemist and they'd be away with the finger in
That's
the mouth.
right. Yeah, and they'd be sticking up the finger at the fucking boys in the
Exactly.
chemist too.
So he said, I
the
can't
two
do that.
things. He can't be held liable for saying spit in your own face.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not what they were taught in Medical 101 down in NUIG when they
Yeah.
get the arts degree. And right.
There's more.
And on top of that as well, yeah, you can't be going down past Higgins' chemist sticking up the fingers
Yeah,
at them
and there's
saying,
more. He said, and anyway, if I did start recommending that, there's a good chance most people would end up with an old dose of bleschtitis.
"Bleschtitis."
Bleschtitis, I think it's called, or bleschtitis.
So what does this have to do? Is Padre Pio or something? Who blessing them?
I was raging because I knew I should have written it down when I left surgery.
Who's getting ordained, Ray?
But
That's all I want to know.
Blesch something or other, bleschtitis or bleschtitis.
Bleschtitis.
And you get bleschtitis in the eye, apparently from rubbing, bodily fluids in your eye. Or something along the lines of that. So he said there's a danger in it as well. So I have to try and alert people. I said, right, it could fix a sty in the
Pink
eye.
eye, you mean?
Possibly.
Pink eye could
so
be.
Rachel out there, Rachel Gordon,
Yeah.
who gave me the old
You're going
heads
to
up.
give yourself pink eye, Rachel.
Be careful, you might get a dose of bleschtitis.
You might get a dose of bleschtitis. Bleschtitis or something or whatever. Someone let us know what that is.
So that's good crack there. Yeah, if we have any doctors out there, which we probably do, Can you tell us the actual name of the thing?
Also, if you're a doctor listening to this show, you have better things to be doing.
Yeah, and do you know Joe? Say hi to him if you see him.
Joe, the boys are asking.
Oh God, we're going to get sued. So that's that. Moving swiftly on.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll stay with the home team.
Right, okay.
I was down at home last Friday
Go on.
doing a few jobs,
Oh, yeah.
trimming bushes.
Trimming bushes. Okay.
Yeah. Mother had a couple of bushes outside the house.
For God's sake. I was just about to say, I won't say anything yet now. I'm going to see where this goes.
No, it was actually my father. My
And
father
you said your mother had bushes out the house.
My father and mother have hedges and stuff that needed trimming. And you know the way when you be sitting at the table after doing the few jobs, the crack just come out.
I wouldn't usually do jobs at home though, Ray.
Would you not?
Anyway.
Would your old would Eamon not ring you and tell you come down and do this, that, or the other?
Not at all.
Who does the jobs in
He
your
would
house?
do it himself.
Who does the job? There's a Manuela that comes in on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
The maintenance of a home is all, you just do a bit the whole time.
All
Keep
right.
it ticking over is all.
And who does the bit? Geraldine.
I would say Eamon and
Geraldine.
Geraldine.
But no, you never get dragged home. Jesus, you have a soft life.
No, but sure, we did have a soft life. Sure, we never went to the bog or nothing, man. I never dropped home a drop of turf to that house.
Interesting now you should mention that. Because
on.
we were talking about the old lad, because he's retired,
Right.
was thinking about going, he's thinking about doing little part-time jobbings and bits and pieces.
Oh, they all do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of the jobs he was considering was, do you know when you'd ring up the helpline if you weren't feeling so well?
Right.
Do you know, feeling down on yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
And he was going to man that phone.
Savage.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It was a good idea.
Yeah.
But then my sister pointed out that the advice based on what we would have got when we weren't feeling great about ourselves mightn't be brilliant.
Man up.
Like, well, most of the time if I said, "Jeez, I'm not feeling great today," what's wrong with you now is you need a good day's work. You need a good day in the bog. That'll clear the head of you. We'll go down to the bog tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that was his advice.
So really, him working for one of those companies is actually, it's a recruitment company for him. Listen, you need a day in the bog. Meet me tomorrow at 8:30.
Yeah, yeah.
And we go down and do a bit. He's working for a recruitment agency.
That's
is
what he's using the helpline as a recruitment agency.
Yeah, for his own
own devices, yeah.
Is that where he found you to do a few bits of work? Is this?
Got the wrong number. Imagine ringing up and it's your old lad. Terrible.
That's awful. Go on.
Yeah. He was also giving out about trains.
Right.
He said the train service in Ireland has gone to shite.
I was only going to say that to you, Ray, today.
What,
Isn't
yeah?
that weird now? Me and your old fella on the same page, you see. We're cut from the same cloth, me and your old fella.
Right.
Two hard-working men. You said to me today you got the train to Dublin.
I had to get the train for meetings.
Yeah, and then you said on the way back, you said, sorry, I got held up in Bile
Yes.
for 20 minutes.
Did.
Because the Dublin train had to pass by
Yeah.
going up to Dublin.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say to you when I didn't was, they didn't build them railroads very well back in the day, did they?
Well, the railways in Ireland were massive.
Massive.
Massive, unbelievable.
Yeah.
But when the English left, we kind of said, "No, geez, we can use that metal for something else."
What's we
Do you
use
know,
it for?
I don't know, the foundation of the state or something. Really took in all the railways and they built Leinster House.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
built the Point
happened.
Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They said, look, no one needs that train to Westport.
Yeah.
What we need is a place so that when you two come home, they can do a gig.
They could do a big gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Build
Yeah.
the Point Depot.
Yeah. So you don't like what do you not like about the trains?
I'll tell you why I don't like trains in a long-winded way.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Nicola are going to Glasgow in 2 weeks.
You sure are.
I said to Nicola, rather than fly, I nearly prefer drive myself.
To Glasgow.
I said it's only a 7-hour drive.
That's
Easy.
true, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. You get the boat.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
You'd be in Glasgow in no time at all. I said that's only 2 Joe Rogan podcasts.
That's right, yeah.
So it's grand.
Yeah.
I hate public transport, and being honest.
You don't like planes?
You always get sat beside someone who's smelly.
No, that's
You
not true.
Yes.
I was sitting beside people today and none of them were smelly. They were all perfectly lovely.
Then you were the smelly one.
Oh. Right, I see.
Someone in the 4 seats
That
is
was the other
smelly.
thing the old lad was giving out about. He said you're wearing too much aftershave.
Right.
That's a whole other story. But go on.
When you're on the train, then if you find a seat and there's only one other person sitting opposite, and you go, lovely, I have 2 seats here. This is great. Guaranteed, the person that is opposite you will take off their shoes and put their feet up on your seat beside you. Then
They will, yeah.
the
And you're
old
smelling.
pig. Jesus, you smelly old pig.
Yeah.
Taking off your shoes.
Let's go back to the train for a second.
Okay.
Now, the old
Yeah.
lad was giving out about the train,
Right.
saying that, it'd be packed a lot of the time. Because there was just complaints about the train apparently from Westport to Dublin that there wasn't a seat to be had in it.
Yeah.
And you'd be paying €40 for a return ticket and you'd stand the whole way.
That's another thing, man. €40. You'd
Mm-hmm.
be doing well get a train ticket for 40 quid, man. The price of it.
Well,
is
that's what I got my one today
extortionate.
for.
Why don't you drive to Dublin?
Because that's more expensive. But
It's not.
it is more expensive.
Jesus, not, man.
It is.
Want to get a better van than that?
You do putting down my van.
Listen, all I'm saying is the Octavia, man, right?
The shit brown Skoda.
The ship brown Skoda, right?
You don't drive an Octavia.
No, from Sligo to ship brown Skoda.
Yeah.
From Sligo to Dublin and back, $250 in diesel.
But it's not just the diesel, it's the wear and tear on the tyres and everything.
Huh?
You can hear me out loud talking through me here now. It's not just because when I was a young fella, that was all I said. Sure, only cost me €10 in diesel. It's not just diesel, it's insurance,
Yeah.
tax, wear and tear. Now, can we get back to the seats?
Sorry, let's go.
You'd book a seat in the train.
Yeah.
And my father, apparently, at one stage, booked a seat in the train because he wanted to make sure he had somewhere to sit. And they display your name over the seat.
Yeah. You sit down where your name is.
And there's an ignorant old there's an ignorant old eagle sitting there.
Yeah. And it's up to you then to be the awkward one to say,
So you have
sorry,
to say
you're
to
in my
him,
seat.
Sorry, now, this is my seat.
Yeah.
I don't see your name in it, is his first reply. I said, well, actually, my name is on it.
He said, yeah.
And he says, well, I'm sitting here now. Tough. Right, Brendan Grace and Father Ted job.
I've had my fun.
I've had my fun.
Did this actually happen to your dad?
Yeah.
That's disgraceful.
So your man says to him then, he said, well, look, if you want it, you're going to have to pull me out of it.
What?
Yeah.
She's no better man. That is ML, I'd say, kick the head of him.
Oh, yeah, well, your man hasn't got, I think he's out next week.
Yeah, fingers crossed you'll wake up.
Yeah.
It's a touch and go there now.
Bad bait, man. Who else were you saying was ignorant today?
There's
Oh,
loads.
the French. You were saying the French were very ignorant. I thought it was very harsh. That's a lot of people. Don't be careful there, Dogsy.
We were in a French restaurant, man. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Anyway, that's my story about the train.
Well, let me tell you another story about ignorant bastards, man. Wait till you hear this one.
What a great podcast we run.
I know.
Two lads giving out.
Joey and Lisa.
Right.
This is the Agony Kendy version of the podcast.
Okay.
Welcome along to Agony Kendy. Josie and Lisa said, we've had a baby. We haven't had time to go outside the door of the house yet. We're going to get Georgie and Kendy down, right?
Mm-hmm.
She going to mind the place.
Right.
Me and you are going to go to cinema.
Lovely.
They went to the cinema to see a film that they wanted to see that was nearly booked out the door. They said, we have 2 seats left, but they're on opposite ends of another couple. So you've got a couple sitting together,
Okay.
a seat on their left and a seat on their right free. Your man behind the counter says, I'll go into them and say, will you just move over one?
Oh, lovely.
And then both of you can have 2 seats.
That's marvellous.
He goes in, he says it to them. The fella says, no bother at all. Your man comes back out, he says to Joey and Lisa, you're in luck. They're going to move, obviously.
Yeah.
The normal thing to do.
Yeah.
Joey needs to go in with their popcorn, their little bag of Coke.
What kind of cinema they go to?
Little bottle of Coke.
Off their faces. Yeah, cinemas in Galway. Popcorn, cocaine.
They go back in, and your man's girlfriend says, sorry, no, I changed my mind. I don't want to move.
Ooh.
And your man is covering his eyes going, oh my God.
That's
please,
the end of that relationship.
Please don't do this. Joey and Lisa had to leave.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now they wouldn't.
It's way too awkward now
they
to
wouldn't
sit
enjoy
down.
that now.
They had to leave and go to a different film. I said to Joey and Lisa, you should have sat down either side of them.
Yeah.
And said, here, Joey, did you get, give me my thing on the back. I left my more cheese in your bag.
Yeah.
What's your man just saying in the film? I can't hear him.
Yeah.
What's wrong with people? Well, like, why are people so fake and ignorant?
Jesus, Kendy, I didn't mean to bring this up, you know.
That was
You get vexed.
That was the Agony Kendy version of the podcast. I'll go try and calm myself down
Okay.
with a little something.
Well,
You keep going.
yeah, I keep going. What have I got? Have you ever broken up with a man?
Ray, is there something you want to get off your chest?
I had the pleasure or displeasure of having to break up with a man.
Something you want to get off your Ricky? Come on. Bring it to you.
No, it was ages and ages ago, and the appropriate amount of time has now passed where nobody will be aware of who I broke up with.
I'll guess it in 3 moves.
You won't.
Chest jab. Come on. hit me.
Stop.
Come on.
You're not going to be guessing, but it's just I'm asking you: have you ever broken up with a man?
I've never broken up with a man.
A female friend of mine was a bit stuck for breaking up with a fella, as in she didn't know how to get rid of him.
Don't tell me.
I did the deed.
How old were you?
What?
How old were you?
I won't tell you.
Oh my God, above.
I did the deed.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And I felt a bit bad after because I was thinking I'm after kind of breaking bro code.
Hang on a second now.
Mm.
This is now like about the 16th example. Example number 16 of when Ray overstepped the social boundaries. What happened?
I did it really well, like.
What are you talking about? Explain this
It's
to me
just
now.
the thing
you
between
flipping lunatic.
the thing between the girl and the guy wasn't going mighty, and I knew the girl, and the girl was at her wit's end, going, "Jeez, I don't know how to get around this at all." And I happened to be present when it came to a head.
So she didn't ask you to split them up?
Oh no, she did. She said you reply to that. I said right.
Okay.
So I took over the messaging,
Oh my God.
and he was none the wiser.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And what did you do?
I came into my own, put on all the experience I had over my 30 years.
Oh, it happened 6 years ago. You were 30-year-old.
No, I'm not telling you how long ago it was. I'm just asking you.
Okay, well, if anyone's not a mathematician out there, you can fix it.
I'm asking you.
Go on.
What would you have any hints or tips?
Here's the biggest tip I can give you on a situation like that.
Yeah.
If a girl is arguing with her fella, right?
Not arguing. This is it. Now, it was only been going on a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
She was sick of it.
Yeah.
He was being a bit much.
Yeah.
And she just didn't have the words
Yeah.
to let him
So,
off. She wanted to let him off nice and easy.
Okay.
Didn't want to upset the fella.
Perfect.
And I suppose maybe I stepped in
yeah.
and he stepped out again.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so she says, Ray, I don't know how to word this. I need you. You do please take this phone and do this deed for me.
Yes.
Let's say Kendy's in that scenario.
Okay.
I would say, listen to me now, love. You may fuck off handing me that phone. This has nothing to do with me. And if you're going to grow as a person, you need to do this yourself.
Oh.
Now, what I have just said there, 99% of the population out there that are listening are going, yeah, that's exactly what you do. You don't get involved.
Right.
In Ray McAndrew's head, he says, you're dead right, this is all my business.
No, it was an ask to help.
I don't know.
So I was just typical fella. I'd give him a hand.
What
Give
did
her
you
a hand.
say?
What did I just let?
Ray lobbed in. He said, I know you're Mickey's shit anyway, get a shit Mickey. And, you always get to alleviate. That never happened. I was always faking it with you.
No. I just kind of went nice about it. I went, look, it's just not, the old spark isn't there.
Were you talking from the heart at this?
No, it wasn't. I had nothing to do with it. Like,
I just don't know how I feel about
I
this.
just don't know how I feel. I just think it's over.
And did they get back together?
No.
Does he know it was you that did this?
No.
If it was over text, it was pretty measly anyway.
Ah, yeah, it's only a
Or
couple
did
of
you?
weeks.
Was it ringing and you put on a girl's voice?
Hi.
Did you ring and say, pretend it wasn't you, put on a mustache with your raggle?
I pixelate my face on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Did you? I always said that's a good trick,
What?
Let's say if you ring an insurance company,
Uh-huh.
a car insurance company, and you say, I want to get this, whatever, and then you tell them you're working a dangerous job, and they say your insurance is $2,000. What you do is you ring them back with a different job in 5 minutes,
Right.
and just wear a mustache on the phone instead.
And that's the trick.
They won't know who
They won't know.
No.
Different job.
There we
mustache.
go. That's a little idea if he is there now.
thanks
Yeah,
very
different
much.
job and a mustache. That's all you need to do when you're ringing the
good.
insurance companies.
That's very good.
Use that.
Do you want the big news?
Big news.
Big news times, folks.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What's this big news?
Well, I did something.
What to do?
Again,
Break up with someone.
Brendan's tyranny
Oh, yeah.
was involved. Sensei, our spiritual leader,
Aye, Mr. Me Kendy.
Mr. Me.
Yeah.
And he persuaded me to do something on Sunday.
What?
I went for, I suppose you might as well call it an audition for a part in a play.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What's the play?
I can't tell you.
Why can't you say what
Because
the
it's
play
a new
is?
play.
So?
I don't know how much of this I can reveal. Let's just call it a play.
Okay, so it's the play.
Yeah.
Like Othello or whatever, the play that you can't, or
No,
Macbeth.
it's a book has written it. Lovely, good play. The songs in it.
Tunes.
Tunes and words
Yeah.
and crack.
Savage.
And there's a load of people doing it. I'm not going to give a whole lot away.
Have you got it? Like, are you doing it?
It appears so.
No way. That's
Yeah.
great.
It's not a massive part,
Yeah.
but it's a part.
Savage.
Yeah.
Because Tierney does do the acting.
He's a big part in it.
Yeah, when Tierney finds time in between his yoga and his jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
and
the
is driving the
school.
cars, and
Yeah.
also he does a little bit of acting in the middle of all that.
He does
as
a
well.
little bit of acting and singing.
Yeah.
So he's in this play.
No way.
And I was in and it was mad. I was terrified. I've never
People sitting down auditioning you.
But hold on now, this is what happened, right? First of all, I had to walk from the house to where the thing was on.
Tough enough in your state. I get that. That's the hardest part of it. Yeah.
Sure, I was after the scooter accident and I had the bit of glass in my heel. I was walking wounded at that point.
Yeah.
But I've never walked somewhere where my head was roaring at me going, go home.
No way.
Just
You
go
nervous? Nervous?
I didn't want to go.
No way.
So the body kept going, but the head kept saying, go home.
That man, with me and you think way different. I would be going, I can't wait to get in there now and do this.
Oh.
Even if I was shit.
Interesting.
Even if
Right.
I was shit, I'd be going, please, this is going to be great.
Okay, well, do you remember when the last
It's
season?
called delusional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Lot of time.
Whatever.
You have a lot of time for yourself.
Oh, man. I
Yeah.
enjoy me.
You enjoy a lot.
Now, and I'm so much enjoying myself, I don't know if anyone else does. Having time to be thinking
And
about
then I
them.
spend the whole time worrying about if anyone enjoying me at all.
Yeah, no, yeah, but it's so weird because I look at you going, like, which is, you're perfect for this, like.
Yeah.
It's weird, like.
So I was finding myself very reluctant, but I got there, and if you remember when Game of Thrones came out the last season, they showed kind of a bit of a video of them doing the last reading,
Oh, no way.
and they were all sitting around in a kind of a square, and they're all at tables, and
That's
they've got
right, yeah, yeah.
scripts and everything in front of them.
Uh-huh.
And when I went in and I sat down into the wee room, that's exactly what this was.
No way.
It was 15
A
or
table
20
read.
15 or 20 people doing a table read.
No way.
It was class.
And did you...
I was still terrified because I hadn't read any lines or learned anything. So I just sat there and read. I was told the name of the character I was doing. And the worst thing was, there was another fella doing it as well.
Right.
There was another fella reading for my part.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't get it yet.
So at that point, I did the first run of it.
Yeah.
The first scene this character was in, I did it. And then he did the second one. And then he turned around after that and he said, no, you could take it. And I
What?
said, no, you're sound. You take it. Because I didn't want it.
Why didn't you want it?
Because I was afraid.
Why would you be
It's
afraid?
3 nights in the Hawkswell in March.
Oh, that is savage.
And matinee shows and all sorts of crack and costumes and
Who's Matt Innie?
what?
Matt who?
A matinee.
Oh, Matt. Oh, he's a French fella.
No,
Sorry.
he's not French.
Ignorant bastard.
So in March is the play, and I can tell you more about it as the time comes
Brilliant,
closer.
Ray. That's I'll go to every night.
You mightn't have to go to it every night.
Why?
You could be in it.
What?
The lead for the play.
Perfect. Yeah.
No,
No,
let's
but
talk
not.
about delusional.
What's his name?
What?
Doesn't matter. How much?
What? No.
Say that to Ray. How much?
No, but
Do you want to hear about it?
they're looking for someone between the age of 19 and 32
Right. I'm perfectly in the
to
middle of
play
that.
the boy.
Yeah. The bad.
Right? And when I said the boy, he's the boy. Now, I'll give you some details. The play is kind of in and around about hurling.
Oh, but man, I puck a ball, man.
I know you would.
I won the puck fada man in 4 roads in Roscommon when I was 9-year-old playing against grown men, and I smoked 20 Benson before I did it.
Right.
And I was in the pub all morning.
So you could do this. The only thing you'd have to do is you'd have to shave the face. Because you have to look kind of baby-faced. People have to fall in love with you, and they won't fall in love with you when you look like that. You have to melt people's hearts.
Is there something to do with this whole thing?
It's something a little bit it's on your face, yeah.
There's something to do with your face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you'd have to
I
go-
love the lines.
Yeah.
Your reading is beautiful, but can you change the face, please?
But now, I'm asking you, this is what I've been saving for 3 days. Would you be interested in doing it? Would you go for the audition? Would you audition for the lead part in this play?
So here, do you want the God honest truth?
Yes.
I would go and audition for that.
Yes!
Obviously, knowing I wouldn't get it.
Well, you just said a couple of minutes ago you would get it.
No, I said that I'd have absolutely no problem auditioning.
Right.
Walking into a thing like that wouldn't faze me.
Well,
and I've never acted a day in my life. Acted a maggot, maybe.
Yeah, but don't forget now, an awful lot of actors, a lot of male actors came to the game late.
Right. Like who?
Like who?
Kendy, 27-year-olds.
Yeah.
Now. You tell me who started acting at 27-year-olds.
Well, okay.
They're all usually dead at 27-year-olds.
No. What I'm saying is now, these are actors that made it big at a later
At
age.
a later stage.
Yeah, so Christopher Waltz, the book that did the bit in Inglourious Basterds.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, Christoph Waltz.
As someone once said to him, would you ever change your name like to Christoph Merengue instead or something?
Real.
Christoph Two-Step.
He was 60, he was 51 when he did that.
And when he did Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah.
And the opening scene of Inglourious Basterds
Marvellous.
is the best bit of acting I've ever seen. How
Yeah.
was he 51 when he started?
James Gandolfini, the book from The Sopranos.
James
he was
Feeney.
he was 38 doing
No
that.
way.
Yeah. Alan Rickman.
Yeah, but these boys had always
They'd done
acted.
a bit.
Yeah.
But before, now I'm saying
27's not too late to do a bit.
Yeah, Alan Rickman, Harry Potter, Die
Oh yeah,
Hard.
Lord rest him. Yeah.
What do you call the where are the dead?
Where are the detonators of the plane?
He was 46. Bryan Cranston was 44.
No way,
Yeah,
was he?
that's when he got Malcolm in the Middle.
He did Malcolm in the Kendy, yeah.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman was 52 when he
Morgan
got his big-
Freeman.
Yeah.
52.
Yeah. But he said 50 years since, like.
Yeah.
You know,
He's 105
he's
now.
the man to go to play God now.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
that's the truth. man.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky
he
Gervais.
was 40.
He was 40.
Yeah, the Jervis Centre. Sorry, I just thought of that there.
Jarvis 3 chopping,
Yeah.
Ricky.
The Ricky Jervis 3 Shopping Centre. We should rename it, totally. Samuel L. Kendy.
No way.
He was 45.
Okay, all the biggest ones then.
And finally, Gene Hackman.
Who Gene Hackman?
Gene Hackman. You don't know Gene Hackman?
Oh, Willy Wonka. And
I think so, yeah. He was
Oh, yeah.
36.
No way.
Sean Connery was late coming to it as well.
Sean Connery.
Yeah, he did bits and pieces. But
Jesus,
there's now a
mad.
little flavour of the fact that you are well able at 27, going on 30, to do it.
I'm just afraid that if I got into the showbiz, like the Hollywood acting world, and I'd be on the coke every day.
And the little bag of popcorn, is it? A little bag of Coke and a little bag of popcorn.
Listen, when do they want me, Ray? Where am I auditioning?
Well, I think it's the 22nd of September.
All right.
Now, the rehearsals are Sundays, Mondays and Thursdays, so they're kind of suit you and they're during the day.
Right.
So you could do it. And
When
then
is the show, though? In
the
March?
show is in March, and the show is over a weekend, so we'd have to find someone
I'll have to get a weekend off
you'd have to get a weekend
to
off.
go acting.
To go acting?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I need a weekend off. I'm acting this weekend.
This is marvellous now. You're actually going to go for this.
Listen, if it means that we'll not go crack out of this, then I'll go for it. And obviously make a bollocks of myself.
Yeah.
But listen, I spent my whole life making a bollocks of myself. I was an idiot as a child. I was you know what I mean? The embarrassing. Here's the thing. Me and Nicola have been together since we were 14-year-olds, so I'm never trying to impress anyone. As you
true,
know,
yeah.
like I don't.
You got the
Embarrassment.
Bior earlier.
Embarrassment does not faze me. I had the Bior tied down. Doesn't bother
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I'm not trying to impress any young ones.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sitting here wearing white socks, man.
That's I was
Like
going to say
brothers.
that earlier.
Don't bother me anymore.
Oh my God. And red shoes.
So if me going in making a bollocks of myself in front of proper acting people,
Yeah. But you're going to win
Don't care.
serious this now.
I will. I'll take it serious.
You're going to go, and I want you to get it. Because I think it'd be good because there's singing in it,
right,
there's talking in it,
right,
there's being good in it.
right. Okay, I could be good.
Yeah, you have to be good. Like you can't
Yeah.
be shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
I could try my best to be good.
Yeah.
I can talk, singing.
Yeah, like this is a win-win for me. Because if you don't get it, I'm going to be lording it over you, going, "Well, it just looks like you're not really cut out for the old
Yeah,
acting
and you're in
business."
it.
And I'm in it. And if you are in it, then me and you are going to go to town.
How come you got the part without having to audition?
I did audition. It was the Reed thing.
Oh, the read was your audition.
Yeah. Although it was, I have to give a shout out.
Oh, sweet man.
Stephen
Who does?
Rush.
Yeah.
He was there.
Oh, Stephen Rush doing it too.
He was in reading your part temporarily. He's not going to be doing it, but he was just
He
reading
better
your
not be.
part.
Stephen,
Yeah.
man, I'm coming for you. Boy.
Oh, when I walked in, he wasn't expecting to see me,
Yeah.
and he just went, "Fuck off."
Boy, Stevie has a way with
Yeah.
words, or Stephen. No wonder he's an actor.
Yeah, and then we sat down then, and he said, "I look like the fella that had come down from Honours Maths and Leaving Cert to pass class."
That's so good. That's so good. That's a genius.
I was like, I came in late, and I was kind of sitting there, and I was really awkward. Everybody was looking at me.
Yeah, someone find Ray a seat, please.
Exactly.
Ray couldn't handle the trigonometry, so he's. All right, so that's good. We'll get to the bottom of that.
So Kendy's going auditioning.
We're going. Me and you, man, Hollywood actors, by around
That's
this
it. But
place.
that's what I'm saying. I'd like to see us as the Gleason brothers.
I'm
after this.
going to make a Castlereagh reference to anyone who listens from Castlereagh. I'm going to be Sligo's Daniel Doherty. No, that has gone over the head of everyone. Please leave that in. Some people will get that.
Okay.
Both of them. What a Jesus.
Leaving him for the burp alone.
Jesus.
Oh God! I'd like to apologise to anyone who doesn't enjoy the burps. We do try to take most of them out.
We'll leave that one in, lads.
Yeah.
Well, look, I'm going to go and work on me dialogue against the mirror in the bathroom.
Yes, you'll have to now.
I know, yeah. And I'm going to get this fucking part. I'm going to find out after this is over what the part is, because Ray won't tell you yes. I'm going to get it. Kendy and Raybo are going to Hollywood, lads.
I think it'd be marvellous if we were in a play for the next couple of months.
Savage. I'm already stressed.
I'd say that. It's going to be great
As
fun.
if I go to get. Here, listen. Fair play to you.
wait, no, hold on
oh,
now.
have you more, have you? Sorry,
Yeah,
Ray.
well, just one last thing.
Yeah, go on.
We're doing a fucking show in 3 weeks.
Yeah, we're doing a show in 3 weeks. Let's reiterate it.
€5 ticket plus €1 booking fee. Terms
Yeah.
and conditions apply.
Yes.
None of it's going to charity. It's all going on a big fancy lighting rig, big
Cheers.
spotlight shining Kendy.
Cheers.
It's on ticketweb.ie.
Yep.
Or you can get them on the So Funny Sligo Comedy Festival
Yeah.
website.
That's right.
And that So Funny Comedy Festival website is worth a visit, I'll tell you that.
Yes, it is, because there's loads of stuff going on all
There's
week.
Flash Player, there's pigeons, there's all sorts of stuff on
No,
that
seriously,
website.
the So Funny Festival is going to be unreal. There's
will.
some proper comedians at it, real high level shit.
Yeah.
So look, let you go, even if you can't make it to us, go to something. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
And it'd be
come
lovely
to
to
us.
say now next week that, there's 12 or 14 tickets sold.
Even if anyone bought a ticket in the next week, I
That'd
would
be
be going,
marvellous.
lovely, we're taking somewhere.
That was episode 59.
Yes, it was.
Kendy, you had a joke earlier. You told Nicola to write
yeah.
down your accounting book.
Can you name the Mexican version of the most famous film/book franchise in the world?
I don't know.
Tequila Mockingbird.
Kendy.
Good luck.
Good luck.